Welcome to X2. So if you didn't know, I did do the first Mega Man X game. I did it about a year and a half ago. Didn't do so well in terms of views, but whatever. Did it with a good friend of mine. And now I'm going solo. I've always wanted to finish all the Mega Man X games for the channel. Something I've obviously done in real life multiple times. But now the quest begins again to try and get all 8 of them. And here's the second chapter. So X2 and X3 as well, for that matter, I'll bring this into the discussion as well. Not nearly as universally known or, as familiar with among people as the first game is. Part of that is just due to actual real-life rarity. This game and X3 are much more expensive to obtain today than X1 is. There just aren't a lot of copies of X2 and 3 floating around, so it kind of says that the, run numbers back in the 90s for them weren't as high, and therefore not as many people played them. It's a big trickle-down effect. In fact, this game is so uncommon that I don't even own the original cartridge to it. We gotta play this on Wii U, and the same will be true for X3. Usually don't like to do that. I don't like to resort to eShop versions of games, but I don't want to spend $120 to get X2 and then $250 to get X3 just to make a couple videos, so whatever. We'll play the Wii U versions. Start the game. So I don't think I'm nearly as good at this game as I am X1. There's probably only one other game in the series that I am as good at as X1. That said, there was a point in my life where I played this game a lot. I did own it at one point and was foolish enough to get rid of it back when I thought I was growing out of games. That was a dark and stupid time in my life, so mistakes were made. I have regrets. Ah, darn it. I'll try to get through there without getting hit. Ah. This is what I get for trying to go through it fast. So I'm not nearly as good as speedrunning this game as I am X1. Not to say I'm great at that either, but I'm probably better than the average player. But I will try to get my way through it in a timely fashion. I will take that. Don't think I'll need it. So if you were paying attention to the scrolling introduction to this game, then it's set right after the events of X1. Pretty much with the whole Maverick war on the humans. Things are screwed up in the world, and there's still a lot of cleanup, and there's still a lot of rogue mechanoids like this dude causing trouble for everyone. So we're just being X, and we're being a Maverick Hunter, and we're doing our job. Well, he didn't last very long. I like the way he looks, though. He's very 90s villain-esque. Alright, here are our new antagonists. Surges. This is their leader. His name is Mega Man X. Those who underestimated him are now nothing but scrap. We won't make the same mistake. He is powerful, but he is blind to what is happening around him. Our Mavericks will keep him busy until we are ready. Yes, how is the plan proceeding? Collection is proceeding as scheduled. However, we are having problems with the control chip. We have little time. We must finish construction on schedule. We must hurry. Ooh, ominous. Alright, here are 8 Maverick stages for X2. And they actually start you off highlighted on the one that you probably should go to first. I believe X1 did that as well. A Chill Penguin. Oh yeah, and I will create a playlist so that this video and X1 can go together. You can go back and watch X1, watch me crush it, watch me kill it. Except for that one part where I died foolishly, but let's not talk about that. I don't think this is going to be a one-death run. And I don't mean it's going to be a no-death run either. This game has some hard points. There's some secrets in this game that are not secrets, but power-ups and stuff that are harder to get in this game than any of the stuff in X1 is to get. Ooh, ah, darn it. I was about to say that I almost got hit by him, but then I got hit by him all the same. Oh, oops. Oh yeah, did I mention that I already grabbed the heart tank and that was what was behind that wall at the beginning of the stage? And I got the sub tank as well. So that's it for secrets in this stage. I actually don't entirely know how this stage works, so you see there's like a lot of weather effects going on. It's all like hot and sunny. It has something to do with the crystals that I've been jumping around, like this one right here. I don't know. You can shoot it and break it, but it's like, who gives a shit? Just go past it. Like, why waste your time? Oh, I love the little drill bit dudes. They drop health so often, it's great. Needed that from my sub tank. Oh, hello. There we go. And we're at the boss. Alright, wire sponge. Fairly easy opening Maverick. Don't think he's quite as easy as Chill Penguin is at the start of X1 though. I want to say that the Maverick bosses in X2 don't, fall into like the instant death trap as nearly as badly as the X1 bosses do. And you have their weaknesses like Spark Mandrill, which, god damn it, I'm playing really badly. I might die. Which I believe I will steal a line from one Gerard the Completionist, which he dubbed Spark Mandrill Syndrome in regards to like Mega Man bosses that fall into like that insta-death loop because you have their weakness. Oh, I gotta focus here. Don't want to die. I suppose I could, like, for pride's sake, use my sub-tank, but I actually don't want to do that. So here's his most threatening attack, because I don't know how to dodge it other than to, like, pray that you don't get hit by that. This is awkward. Okay, he's gonna do it again. I'm gonna go to this side because there's a little bit more space over here, but wouldn't be surprised if I ate shit and died by a lightning bolt right now. Yep. So, it was like, what, the second to last stage that I finally died in X1? I died on the second stage, X2. I will take it more seriously now. Although my playing environment for games has just gotten a little bit more difficult. I don't know how apparent it's gonna be. Like, I hope it's apparent, because, like, why else did I spend the money? But this is my first video recording with a new microphone and a new setup. And I kind of have a big shock mount in front of my face, so part of my vision's obscured. So let's blame any inefficiencies on that. That's the wise thing to do. I'm not bad at video games, I'm just blind. Ah, you bastard. Oh, I was expecting him to do the thing. He still hasn't charged up yet. Wow, I got tons of damage on him before he went through this phase. Lucky me, huh? I don't even care if you hit me now. Fuck you. Aw, you missed. I missed. He dodged. Not that time. Okay. Yeah, I guess I could have used my sub-tank in that first fight, but I think I know of a spot where it'll come more in handy. Still got the cool pose for winning. Cool pose for beating your boss. I'll actually slow down this time through and so we can see the weapons. You got Strike Chain. Honestly, a pretty crappy weapon. Which I'm going to use immediately. Alright, Wheel Gator. This is a cool stage, by the way. It has a day-to-night effect. It actually gets darker the longer you play it. And if you get through the stage really efficiently, you can like get to the boss before it even turns nighttime. It's pretty cool. So I just called the Silk Chain pretty shitty. It doesn't have a lot of applications, not even against the boss which is weak to it, which just happens to be Wheelgator, but that's not why I came to his stage. But it does have an application here. So above us is a armor piece, which I believe they intended for you to get by having the boot piece, which allows you to jump dash. But you can get it with the silk chain if you can like time it just right. This might take a while, and if I really screw this up hard, I might have to cut footage. See, you can just get the corner there, and if you just get it at the right perfect pixel, you can make your way up there using the silk chain. I don't know if this is how they intended it, but I know for a fact that it works, so let's see how long this takes me. There we go. Didn't take too long. Alright, Dr. Light, what do you got for me? This enhancement will modify your X-Buster. Oh, it's the X-Buster one. I honestly don't remember, besides maybe like one of them. One of the armor pieces, like which one's which. It's a double shot charge. This is probably one of the best Buster upgrades in the entire series. This charge shot is super good. Now I got red hands. Yeah, show it off, X. Super cool. Now what that doesn't show you is that there's two variants. There's the one I just shot as well. So once you get to the purple, if you let it go immediately, you get the medium shot then the big shot. Or if you hold it on longer, you get two big shots. Ah, no, I want that. Damn it. Come on. Want the health. Give me the health. Maybe I need to start further back? Okay, screw it. Oh, that rhino glitched out. Thankfully, I was just thinking like, oh, that is a super NES thing to do. Enemies walk off screen and then just disappear. I was like, man, thank God that the Wii U's SNES emulation is like really good. Unlike the NES emulation on this piece of crap, which is like complete garbage. Whoops, did this wrong. So I need him to shoot your rockets. Come on, come on. Shoot your rockets. Come on, Rhino. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. There we go. Damage boost up there and get the heart tank. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, how bad the NES emulation is on Wii U. It's terrible. It's embarrassing. And Nintendo like made it themselves, I'm pretty sure. And then they had a third-party company like develop the emulation for the NES Classic and the Famicom Classic or Mini, whatever they called it, which is like 1,000,000 times better and closer to proper PC emulation. I should have followed that thing up. I could have gotten an extra life. There we go. See, I missed out on that freaking extra life. Oh well. I was gonna say that I won't need it, but I might actually need it. This game is harder. See, now it's nighttime. I've been taking so long on this stage. The rust is real. Even someone like me who's played countless hours of Mega Man X gets a little rusty after so long. Hey! It's like the game forgave me. Oh yeah, give me those extra healths. Fill up that sub-tank I have. This guy's a dick. Oh, I killed him. Nice. Drop something. Eh, tiny health, not bad. So Wheelgator is weak to the silk chain, but it's super not worth it to use it against him. It like makes the fight take 5 times as long. So he's like the opposite of Spark Mandrill, you could say. Ah, I missed. I think you can get him at the start of the fight when he's diving down. Like when you hit him with the silk chain, he kind of goes into like a stunned animation that makes him invincible for a really long period of time, and then he just bails out and you can only hit him once. So So then you have to go through the whole song and dance that we just went through, where he like dives underwater and you're just waiting for him to spit out these wheels. And I'm not playing well. But I'm winning the DPS race. Whoops. Okay, I thought you might go for the like Psycho Crusher spin. Come on, Wheelgator. Gonna do it now? Nope. There it is. So only big charge shots can hurt him when he's in that mode where he's like flashing. And oh, this is gonna be tough. Can I? Oh, I can just get above it. Gotcha. That fight took a while, and it would have taken longer had I used the silk chain. Boo-da-doo-doo-doo-doo, ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum, boom! And for your efforts, you get... I honestly don't remember what it's called. Spin wheel. That's fairly unimaginative. I like that they have like different sprites depending on which armor set you get for X. So you saw in that one that he already had the Buster piece. I see now why Sigma fell at the hands of Mega Man X. He is quite formidable. I'm not sure our Mavericks can hold him long enough. We may have to intervene. Yo, it's Dr. Kane. I don't think Dr. Kane shows up in X1. You read about him, I think. But Dr. Kane's like the dude who found X when like X was buried for 100 years after Dr. Light made him. And I guess he's responsible for like the entire Reploid line because he's the one who took X's design and was like, let's just make everything like this guy. Dr. Kane, what happened? A group of Mavericks calling themselves the X Hunters have just contacted us. Greetings. We have all Zero's parts. Oh no, not Zero's parts. They can be yours if you can defeat us. We look forward to meeting you, X. Zero's control chip is still stored here. I doubt it is possible to resurrect him without it. Dr. Kane, I've got to get Zero's parts back. At any cost. SNES games, not easy to voice over. So these are our antagonists, the X-Hunters. And to get this game, I don't want to call it like a true ending, but I guess the canonical path is to actually find the X-Hunters. You see that on the map where they are like marked by little Maverick symbols. So if you find them, you beat them, you get a part of Zero's back. Now why they have Zero's parts, there actually is a good explanation for that, but we'll get to that later. Overdrive Ostrich, especially because last we saw Zero, he got super screwed. He got like just blown up, like chopped in half, trying to blow up Vile's right armor. Okay, Wheelgator's thing comes in handy immediately. So every stage has like a little hidden area like this one. Oh cool, I filled my one sub-tank that has a boss door in it. And these are the rooms that the X-Hunters hang out in. So if you come to one of these doors where you know a stage where an X-Hunter is at, they will show up. So here's Violin, who's probably my favorite out of the X-Hunters. He's the most interesting to fight. He's very tough as well. X, I shall crush you like a tin can. Well, not much for words. He is tough, and he might kick my ass. Out of focus. Oh. So you see he does a lot of damage. Oh. bastard. I'm dead. So 2 deaths. Yeah, the X Hunters are tough. They are, I don't want to say they're like end-game level bosses, but they're tougher than the regular Mavericks, for sure. I believe he does have a weakness. I think I know what it is, but I definitely don't have it on me. Getting hit over here, but that's okay. There will be health in this next area. So Violin takes a little bit of skill to beat, but a little bit of luck as well, you know, depending on the path that his like big chain ball attack goes in. Sometimes it just completely misses you without having to really move at all. Other times it just seems to make a beeline towards you. Like that. Damn it. Oh, that's bad. Ah. Whoa, that was close. Gotcha. It cannot be. Now the unification is in jeopardy. I don't know what voice to give these guys. Who cares? You got Zero part number 2. Oh yeah, I got Zero's titties. So there are 3 parts, obviously. One for each X Hunter. Torso, legs, and head. Combined with the control chip that we already have, and we can bring back Zero. I can't believe it. Like, spoilers, Zero doesn't die in X1. He isn't super famous and like synonymous with Capcom as a whole based on one game. I never would have guessed. I might die in this frickin' forest. Not forest, desert. Sandstorm. Let me just, yeah, do that. So that gets rid of the visual effect. I don't know if the sand has any other effect besides that. Oh, damn it. I didn't make it across. Okay, I actually really want this thing. I would say I even need it. I do believe I need it. Carrying this thing with you will allow you to get a power-up. Too slow. Too late to get on the gas. Try this for a 3rd time. So you just gotta time it right. There we go. See that heart tank there? My goal is to get it without dying. If you can turn around just at the right second, just like that, you can get it without hitting the spike wall. You can keep that thing for a little bit longer than I did. And you can like get through this little area down here with it. But this is where you want to stop anyway. Because, Will Gator again. Have another Dr. Light capsule. I believe this is the boot piece. The enhancement will modify your main drive unit. I believe, yeah, that's a fancy way of saying it'll make you do jump dashy things. So X1 you start without the ability to dash, and then you get the boot piece automatically in Chill Penguin stage, and that gives you the ability to dash. And well, all the Mega Man X games are greatly built around the ability to dash jump, like this. But X2 now gives you the ability to jump dash. Almost got hit by that. Thanks for the health. That makes it a much more viable opportunity to beat Overdrive Ostrich here. I'm gonna be cool and do it from the other side. Usually people do it from the left. I'm cool, I'm gonna do it from the right. Now I don't have Overdrive Ostrich's weakness on me, so this is another X-Buster fight. Not too hard, but he can put up a little bit of a challenge. He's got one attack that will do tons of damage, but he's very much a like rhythm boss fight. Like once you get into the flow, you can figure him out. Here's his good attack. That stuff can really hurt if it hits you. So that's what I mean by the rhythm. You gotta know when to dash under him when he does the jumping attack. Oh, I missed him completely. Also, if he gets off screen, he will go to the background just like that and do a jumping attack in. It's actually to your benefit if he does that because he's really easy to get on the land. Oh, he's gonna do it again. Stop doing it. There we go. Not too bad. Let's see what we get for this. I will definitely say that Overdrive Ostrich, he has one of the most useful weapons in the game. I can think of one particular place in which you can use it, the Sonic Slicer, which greatly simplifies a certain boss fight. It's also the weakness of Split Mushroom. You can cut Split Mushroom in half with it. Alright, let's see where our Maverick Hunters are, our X-Hunters, I should say. So we got one up here at the central computer stage. And we got one over here in the deep sea base stage. That's the one we're going to go with. Now, I'm pretty sure I know which X-Hunter is going to show up. It's actually repetitive. It's not like random. Like I always know that Violin's going to be the first one you fight. You take my path and fight him in Overdrive Ostrich's stage. So I know who's going to be here, and I know that I'm in for a really tough fight. In fact, I said maybe that I was like a little rusty when it comes to Mega Man X games. I did play one all the way through this year. I played a ROM hack of X3, which was a lot of fun. I'll talk about that when I get to X3, hopefully in the near future. But I did practice this game just a little bit, maybe like 3 weeks ago or so. And this was my stopping point. I got to the X-Hunter fight in this stage, and I got my ass kicked. So hopefully it doesn't go as poorly as it did then. Now the pressure's on. So this thing's a massive pain. It just... The fish robot makes this stage a slog. And you can destroy it. I mean, your goal should be to destroy it. In fact, I think I have to destroy it in order to do the X-Hunter fight. Though I might be wrong. So that's one of the best moments to get some hits in. If you get in front of him, he'll go a lot faster. Which kind of like limits your time to actually hit him and destroy him. See that he was going a lot faster there. He was hauling ass. Stupid jellyfish. Ah, there we go. I was getting worried that I wouldn't be able to kill him. Okay, if I go in here, little secret there, get some health. Actually, I want to go backwards. There's a power-up that we missed. One that'll come greatly in handy. Leave me alone, jellyfish. Well, let me check my menu here. That's right, I only have one sub-tank. There we go, there's the heart tank. There's one other secret nearby, but I can't actually get it yet. At least I don't think I can. If I'm not mistaken. Check it out. I know where all the hidden health is in this stage. It's above me, but I believe I need Bubble Crab's own weapon to get it. So you have to come back here after beating Bubble Crab. Alright, there's the door to get out, but we don't want to go that way. I'm going to come up here. This is where the fish was headed. This is also where our X-Hunter boss fight is. And it's Agile. You could kind of think of Agile as the de facto leader of the X-Hunters. And he's tough. He's a real fight. Because he's fast. And he gets cheap hits in on you. I should probably hang out on the wall. Ah, too slow. Ah, bad idea. Come on. Oh. Darn it. Come on, jump. Screw you. I may have failed, but you will never live to see zero. Actually, I'm pretty sure I will. I've played the other games. Got zero part number 3. Got that zero ass. Okay, I might die immediately. Just fall? Yeah. Alright, this is probably good enough. Hopefully, if I don't take another hit. Jump. Oh, fine. I wanted that little bit of health, but this should maybe be enough to beat Bubble Crab. Bubble Crab's not too hard once you realize what his deal is. He's actually weak to Wheel Gator's weapon, but I think he's easier with the Buster. Common theme with the X2 bosses. So his thing is, if you get above him, come on, if you get above him, he'll do this. And when he does that, it becomes very easy to hit him with a charge shot. Oh, darn it. And actually, the fact that he deployed those things is greatly to my disadvantage. I'm probably gonna die. And he put out more. So yeah, I'm screwed. Maybe I should try to fight him with the spin wheel. What is that, death number 3? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's a lot easier to do him with the spin wheel. Oops. The problem is you can only put out one of them at a time, and it just makes you feel really impatient when you're like, oh, I want to hit him with another one, but the one you threw out isn't off screen yet, so you can't. I'm getting him pretty good right now. Yeah, the goal is to just be above him at all times, because he'll just interrupt whatever he's doing and do that. Wasn't pretty, but I won. That's all that really matters. And for your efforts, whoops, skipped it. I can't remember what it's called. I guess we'll never know. No, that's not true. They're named in the start menu, I believe. So let's go back to his stage. I believe, which one is it? How did I lose it? There we go. I believe if we come to the stage and then exit that surges, our final X-Hunter won't switch his location. I don't think he will. So I want to get the remaining secret that's in this level. Also want to get this extra life, because why not? I wonder if the spin wheel is good against the fish. It might be. Oh, darn it. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to try to drop it on top of them. Okay, that is a bad idea. It's called Bubble something. Bubble S. Bubble shooter, maybe? Okay, this is not working out. I mean, I don't need to kill the fish again, but gets him out of my way. Come on. Come on, fishy. If I can get all the way over here and blast him in the face. Stupid jellyfish. There we go. Alright. Let out that charge bubble shot, and this thing lets you jump really high. So I just gotta... There we go. You can sort of double jump in water when you get to the surface. That's the trick to getting that sub-tank. Oh, I guess he did switch locations. How about that? Or did he? Where's he at now? That's, Morph Moth stage, huh? Let me think about what's at Morph Moth stage. Damn it. There's a secret in the stage that I can't get right away. Because I don't have the weapon for it. Oh well. I'm not entirely sure how the X-Hunter like spawn thing works in terms of like how many opportunities you get. The deal is that if you don't get all of Zero's parts back, then you will lose everything you have. If you don't beat all of them, all the X-Hunters, by I guess the time you beat the regular bosses, then they will break into your base and steal whatever you have. So if you have one piece, two pieces, or no pieces, they'll still break in and take the control chip. And you don't want that to happen. Or maybe you do. Actually, I can think of a pretty good reason why you would want that to happen, but I'll talk about that later. What's up, Dr. Light? This is a really well-hidden thing. I think this is like, when I played this game as a kid, and this is the one secret where I was like, someone tell me where it is, because I can't find it. There actually is a very intuitive way of finding it. I was just very stubborn in not using it. The last piece of armor that we don't have, so this thing lets you do the Giga Crush, which I'm like never gonna use, but it's there. It looks cool. The last piece of armor, the helmet, searches out for secrets. It's like a little radar helmet or something. And you can find that secret that we just got by using it. And I think that's the way they intended it. Hello, extra life. Oops. Oh, I just remembered that I have to fight these guys. This is a long stage. This is one of the harder stages in the game. So, your goal is to destroy the robot and then kill him before he can go into the junk and get another one. So that fight can become a lot longer and harder than I just made it. Then you got the regular green ones in the stage, and they're a problem. Whoops. That sound that you're hearing by me getting hit is the Giga Crush charging up. Or gaining like weapon energy. It powers up by the damage take. Okay, so here's where Surges is. Surges is probably the most interesting character in this game. I am Surges, and I cannot allow you to stop the unification. It is all for the good. It is for the good of all. Oh, good old SNES slowdown. I forgot that he has this. He's powered by old tech. Surges can be pretty difficult as well. Just because this fight is so, like, arduous. Partly because of the slowdown, and also because he has a really limited range in which you can hit him. Darn it. You bastard. Oh, it's really hard to tell when he's open. I can't believe how little damage I've done to him. I've been ignoring his life bar. I just saw it and I was like, oh my god, this fight has barely even started. We do very little damage to each other, to be honest. Whoops. Ooh, I can't believe that hit. I actually don't know what his weakness is, so maybe I'm not doing this fight very well. Oh, running into him is bad. Gotcha. Barely, too. You have merely delayed the inevitable. We will meet again. We most certainly will. Zero part number 1. There we go, we got all of 0. We're just carrying them around in our back pocket. Don't worry about it. You know, it'd be a really great game? Some health. I believe there's actually some... There it is. They usually put health pellets near these X Hunter boss rooms. Even more health. Oh, that was close. Almost hit that spike. I'm pretty sure those are insta-death. Don't know why they wouldn't be. They usually are in Mega Man games. Oh, don't want to get hit by the frickin' green dragonflies? What are they? Oh, darn it. Oh, thank God I got him off right away. Going down the ladder helps, apparently. Things forgotten to time. We get another one of these fights. Damn it. Okay, round 2. But he retains his damage. So once I get his shell off of him, it should only take like a hit or 2. There we go. Drop something good. Thank you. Whoa. Ah, that's not what I wanted, because you can just jump over this guy. Drop something. I wanted health to top me off for the fight, but that's okay. I don't have his weakness on me, but that's okay. Pretty sure I can beat Morph Moth with just my X-Buster. Something I'm very used to. So we've been going through this game in a really strange order, to be honest. That's okay. Not everything has to be perfect. No speedrunner. Just a guy who spent too much of his childhood playing Mega Man X. Oh, darn it, I started on the wrong side. I was about to say I love this tech. Just feels good to dodge it. Ah, I missed. Oh, I hit him. Actually ran into him. So here's the Morph Moth that was as advertised. Here he comes. Broken out of his cocoon or whatever. What a cool idea for a boss. Whoops, facing the wrong way. Shooting out like freaking Pokemon Venomoth Psybeams or something. Even though he predates that. Whoops. There we go. I guess I just realized now that the controller's probably picking up big time on the mic. Probably hold it further away. So even though this is the Wii U eShop, I got a bit of an authentic feel going on. I got the Super Famicom like Wii remote accessory. Many years ago, not too many years ago, but back in the Wii era, there was a really cool Club Nintendo Japan reward where they made a replica Super Famicom controller that could plug into the Wii remote, just like the classic controllers back in the day. So some years ago, I took it upon myself to track one down, just so that I could play some cool virtual console games, like some SNES games, and play it with like the original controller. But now the SNES Mini is coming out, and I think it's doing the exact same thing. I think those the controllers on the SNES Classic are designed around that to be able to plug in a Wii remote. So they have the same port, I think. That's the way it was with the NES Classic. I believe we should go to Flame Stag's stage. Is there anything over here? No. Thought there might be like health or something. A little like sub-tank pick me up right away. Alright, Beetle Buddy. Let's go up. There we go. Now if I just jump a lot, I can get you to sort of force your way up. That works. And sub-tank. There's also an extra life up there that you can get using him, but whatever. You are crazy if you go for that extra life. There's lava coming after me. Got the heart tank. Alright, let's go. Where is he? There he is. There's an extra life you can get. Ah, I screwed it up. Yeah. If you get on him while he's flying through there, you get that extra life that we just saw, but oh well. We always had trouble getting that, to be honest. Also, this stage is really short. This part's annoying, though. Get rid of these, like, flying squirrel things? I don't know what they are. Setting these burners on fire. Anything over here? Nope. That's the end of the stage. And we got the secrets that we needed. There's obviously a lot of other stuff. Health pickups, extra lives. Don't need any of it though. So Flame Stag is perhaps the closest thing, whoops, to like Spark Mandrill Syndrome that I could think of. He's really easy to get into this stun lock pattern. So as long as you're good at, you know, jumping and dashing off walls, he's incredibly easy. Just gotta chill out here for a few minutes, for a minute or so. And even now, I don't know if this is necessarily the most efficient way to do this. In fact, I doubt it is now that I look at it, because he comes out of his like hit lock animation a lot earlier than I'm hitting him. But this is how I've always done it. My favorite thing about Flame Stag is that when he dies and like his silhouette pops in against the white background, it looks like he's like singing into a microphone. It's like doing a crazy 80s ballad or something. Love it. You gotta have imagination when all you got in front of you is 16-bit pixels. Speed burner. Alright, 2 lefts. Let me think about this. I guess we'll go to Magnus Centipede stage. This is probably the hardest of the 8 Maverick stages. I think it was intentionally designed to be so. And that's because this is like the home base of the X-Hunters. The first time when they were like just shadows and they're like peeking in on us, this is the room that they were at. Interesting, huh? Whoops. So this stage is, yeah, I would say this is probably the toughest out of the basic ones. Those are security spotlights in the background. Don't want to get caught, which I probably will be, now that I say it. This part's hard to get by. There we go. It's a pride thing. I don't want to get caught. I think about how to do this. Flame Stag's weapon actually comes in handy here. There we go. So if you're spotted, these that block right above me, they drop and they turn into like little turrets. So if it drops and you kill it, you know, like if you get spotted and you blow it up, then it becomes impossible to get that heart tank. That was a heart tank we just got, right? I think it was. There's another secret coming up shortly, which is similar. Been a while since I've done this, so oh no, I might screw it up. Oh no, I got the, oh, that was it. Shit. I screwed up. I'm gonna kill myself. Goodbye, cruel world. I walked too far forward and I messed up. Oh well, at least I don't have to worry about the first secret. Oh. There we go. Did it perfect again. Don't want to stand there though. Alright. Come on, buddy. Oh, I screwed up. Oh. And I had it too. I was on the wall. Maybe that was lag. No, it shouldn't be lag. I'm no longer playing games through my stupid capture card on my desktop. So, I don't have an excuse there. Well, the signal is going through a splitter. There's the security system. I don't care if I get caught it. I'm surprised that one didn't, at the end, didn't drop. Interesting. Oh, this is embarrassing. Can't believe I have to kill myself twice to try and get this stupid secret. And now I'm frustrated. This is where mistakes can breed more mistakes. Oh, holy shit! How did I survive? There we go. There's the sub-tank. I guess this is technically the meeting room that they were in. Looks similar to the one at the very beginning. This is a cool fight. Just gotta hit the hilt. Oh, shit. Now this visual effect that we're seeing with this sword enemy, as well as when way back in like the beginning of the game, during the little like intro with the text and explanation and whatnot, at the very end it was like Mega Man X2 and it had like a 3D helmet of X. Those were made, like those visual effects are made possible by some chip that was proprietary to Capcom. They put into the Super Famicom games and Super NES games. I can't remember what it's freaking called, but it was a big deal. It was like, we made this thing, shove it into the games, even though it like didn't really make sense for X2 or X3 for that matter to like have 3D effects. And you could do without them, but like still, they wanted to fit it in somehow. So So this guy is like the mini boss, and that reticle that was like following me in the last area, if it catches you, then it'll like analyze you, and it makes this dude stronger. I believe it can spot you up to 3 times, and this fight can become like really hard. He becomes harder than Magnus Centipede himself. It's been a while since I fought that version of him. Something you can do intentionally if you're doing like a challenge run, playing on a handicap or something. Gotcha. Drop something cool. A little bit of health. Whoops. Oh, I'm dead. I'm super dead. That was awkward. I think the block like pushed me under the actual physical area of the stage. See, and that's how close I was to the actual the boss door. It's disappointing. See, I told you this run wasn't going to be nearly as good as my my X1 run. Harder game, to be honest, overall. I think objectively it is. But certainly, like, conditioning plays a factor. So if you hit him with Morph Moth's little weapon, it breaks his tail. And his moveset becomes very limited. With the tail... You bastard. With the tail, Magnus Centipede is a really hard boss, to be honest. He can, with the tail, he can, like, grab you, and he, like, poisons you or nerfs you or something. He makes your movement speed slow. I think he gets rid of your charge shot, or, like, your ability to dash or something. He does all kinds of crazy stuff to you. So if you're going a Buster-only run, Magnus Centipede might be the Maverick that gives you the most trouble. Whoops. So yeah, the trick to beating him with Morph Moth's weapon is to know how to hit him when he's on the ceiling. So if you hit like on the opposite area that he is, like this, the debris will ricochet towards him. Whoops. Ooh, I thought that wasn't gonna hit him. Got ya. I was hesitant to come here, actually. Kind of wanted to save him for last. Kind of view him as like the strongest of the 8 Mavericks. But it made more sense to get him out of the way. Oh, I skipped over his thing. It's like a Magna Bomb or something like that. This stage. Not a fan of this stage. We're probably gonna quickly run into the most troubling of all the power-ups in the game. In order to obtain, that is. Cool looking stage though. Cool song as well. So they give you a right armor here, and you actually don't want to go forward, you want to go backwards. So across this chasm is the heart tank for the stage. And the way to get it is to do a crazy jump dash all the way across and like do the floaty stuff with right armor. And then jump out and use the silk chain to bridge the gap. So I haven't done this in a long time, and I screwed it up. I think I completely missed the wall. I think I overshot it. I have certainly earned a game overs in this exact spot, and I might do it again if I don't get it in these next 2 opportunities. Oh, I thought I had it. It's a small window. You can make it up there at the very end. If you just get like the top corner of that wall. Now, granted, someone out there might be very good at this. Of course, there are many people that are very good. Certainly, this game has its own speedrun record. There we go. Nearly avoided that game over. But, that heart tank has always given me some trouble. Maybe a little nice peaceful ride back. And they are also kind enough to make sure that the right armor responds. You can't break that. Need a little help here. Back up there, up that set of stairs is where the X Hunter boss room would be. And this is as far as we're gonna get with the right armor. I don't believe you can make it up this chasm, or this wall. You can break that ice and get this extra life. Let's see, I believe I need the spin wheel here. That's the thing that'll fuck you up super good. Darn it. Okay, you're dead. And I made up the life. Speaking of more secrets... Yeah, I thought that was an extra life. Not health. Oh well. Here's our final armor upgrade. Hidden all the way in here. Enter the capsule. This enhancement will modify whatever. It's a helmet thing that'll let you look for secrets. Good luck, Mega Man. My name's X, Dr. White. Jesus Christ. I brought this up in the X1 video with my buddy. But there's this like weird continuity problem in the Mega Man X series in regards to like whether or not the Dr. Light capsules are supposed to be recordings of like when Dr. Light was alive versus him actually existing and being sentient still through some sort of like post-death AI or something. I think, and I'm pretty sure I made the exact same case in the X1 video, I think the intention was to make them recordings. But it doesn't really make sense because it's like, how could Dr. Light possibly know that X was going to come through this one particular area during this incident and find this capsule or whatever? Oh, I might die. Shit, that was close. That would have been embarrassing. I was right next to the door. So it doesn't really make sense. And then in the later games, it becomes quite clear that he is sentient. You count that as canon. Then eventually he gets to the point where he like comments on things as they're happening, like new events. And in the later games, I don't know if he ever has a conversation with X. Maybe he does in like X8 or something. But I know once you get the ability to play as Zero in the later entries, with X5, him and Zero will actually have a conversation. So he's like completely aware. So I guess it brings up the question of like, what is Dr. Light in the current universe? Like, is he an AI? How did he like make that for himself? And why is that not like a greater technology than X is? It also makes the question of like how he continues to engineer things if he's an AI. Where does he get the resources? How does he keep creating new armors for X? The simple answer is, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It just works. Sorry, Crystal Snail. I completely ignored you, didn't talk about you the entire fight. The fact that you're weak to Magna Centipede's weapon, that you can knock around his shell after he falls out of it, all that good stuff. Oh man, the full armor set in this game is so cool. The helmet looks so sick, even though it doesn't really have a practical purpose. You got Crystal Hunter. We did it. Beat all the Mavericks. Mega Man X, I've located the X Hunter's base. Wasn't I just at it? Wasn't it Magna Centipede stage? It's a grid location. It's at grid location 00. It's really obvious. We should have found it first. Earlier. It's at the North Pole. Roger, I'm on my way. It will take some more time to reactivate 0. Slow them down, Mega Man X. Okay, but before I do that, we got a quick little errand to run. Where is it? I need to go to, here we go, Morph Moth stage. the one power-up I have not collected yet, because I couldn't. I needed Crystal Snail's weapon. Oh, wrong guy. There we go. Wasn't supposed to kill you. I was supposed to freeze you so that I could do that. Like, oh, I got the extra life. Nice, I just jump down and leave. Nope, the heart tank's up here. That was easy. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to also show off how it is that you can easily get some sub-tank resources as well. I think it's over here. Pretty sure it's over here. Actually, that's an extra life up there. Let me grab it. Thank you. What do I need? Right. Not the Giga Crush. Definitely not the Giga Crush. Come on, hurry up. Open this door for me. Come on. So there's a hidden wall here. So if you come into this room and use Morph Moth's charge weapon, health just comes in. Pretty cool, huh? Now usually when you use Morph Moth's weapon, it's like debris and then you like fire it at people. But in that spot it ends up being health. There might be one other location in the game that's like that. I know in Overdrive Ostrich's stage, there's a room like that, but I think it's for weapon energy for some crazy reason. Don't know why it would be like that. There's not a weapon sub-tank in this game. That wasn't introduced until a later game. Right, first of these final X Hunter stages. This song's super cool. Let's get up there. There they introduced this concept in like the first stage of the game. Now here's another one. Oh, almost got hit by that. I can jump over. Don't know why they bothered with another like straight vertical one like this. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna get caught by that one. Oh, the grabby arm. This is the one that's hard. Got through it no problem. And there we are. We're at the boss. So it's time to refight all the X Hunters. And first up is Violin, who's weak to Bubble Crab's weapon, if I'm not mistaken. So the only thing that's really different about this fight is the little platforms that he zones in. It's like Mega Man 2-esque disappearing blocks. I'm getting my ass kicked. So that's what makes this fight tough this time around, is that the blocks can like trap his spike attack and put it into a like position where it's right up in your face constantly. Gotcha. As long as I don't die, I'm fine. How could you have overloaded my circuits? Well, goodbye, Violin. We will never see you in another Mega Man X game at all. Except for like the entrance to X5 or something. Man, X5's entrance is so cool. Can't wait to get to that. It's like the best part about that game. Nah, that's not true. There's a lot of cool stuff in X5. X-Hunter Stag. You know, that's what it said. Whoops. Getting punked by these fish. I just want to get through here. Doesn't have to be pretty. Alright, this. It's like, how long can you wait? Be patient. Yes, I know how to frickin' slide on the walls, Mega Man X2. That was never in doubt. It's supposed to be a platform coming down, but it takes a while. Okay, that doesn't work. You have to actually slide on the side. That was dumb of me. Need the crystal snail weapon. Come on, bat. There we go. Can't remember what's over there. Might be like an extra life or something. It's not something anything. It's not anything too important. I mean. All right. I said Morph Moth's weapon would come in handy against a particular fight. Oh no, not Morph Moth's. Actually, yes, both. I do need Morph Moth's weapon. Alright, so this is Surge's. This is the most interesting fight in the game, and you might never know it. Okay, so his Morph Moth's weapon destroys the front part of his thing. And then the Sonic Slicer comes in handy here. You can stand underneath him and use the charge attack, and just wipe his ass out. Now, you might get hit every now and then, but whatever. Oh, he didn't get hit. God damn it. I'm over here like praising the strategy and I'm not using it correctly. Like, look at this. See, I found the sweet spot now. Ah, I got hit. Gotcha. I don't know if they intended for you to do it that way, but it works. This is impossible. The prophecy must be fulfilled. Which is not a great localization, I believe. Not a good translation. So I said Surges is a really interesting character in the game. This is the one time where I'm actually gonna like stop and talk about Mega Man X lore. But in Rockman X2, the Japanese version, he has some really interesting dialogue. He spites X, and he says like, I can't believe I was defeated by Dr. Light's creation or whatever, Dr. Light's legacy, something like that. And the implication, because like in the story of X2, how did the X-Hunters rebuild Zero? Where did they get Zero's part? Zero's dead. He got destroyed and he got cut in half and faded away in X1. How did they have like this completely rebuilt Zero? Which, by the way, is a better version of Zero. He's like improved. He has like new gear on him and stuff. Well, the explanation is that Surges did it. Surges rebuilt him. It's like, well, how did Surges have the knowledge to rebuild Zero? Zero's like this crazy, awesome masterpiece robot that even the Maverick Hunters don't really understand his origins. And the implication is that Surges is in some way a vessel for Dr. Wily. And that fact, that like tiny detail, is completely lost in the English version. Very disappointing. Yeah, like sick Mega Man universe spoiler, Dr. Wily built Zero. coming at you with that like dank 1995 knowledge. Actually, I think it's revealed a little later in this game. It's like revealed in multiple stages in this game. I guess Keiichi Inafune and his team were like, we're gonna give the Mega Man X series a backstory. And they started like sprinkling it into this game. Because it wasn't really all that present in X1. And you're probably thinking like, how could he be a vessel for Dr. Wily? Well, how does Dr. White have an AI that continues to build stuff for X? That's always been kind of like the question of like, could Dr. Wily be present and aware somewhere in the Mega Man X universe, just like Dr. Light is? To which I say yes, probably. I want that extra life. Let's see how hard this is to do. I haven't done this in a while. This silk chain is the... Okay, screw this. This is harder than I remember. So this stage houses the big like bonus secret weapon in the game. In X1, the secret weapon was the Hadouken. In this game, it's the Shoryuken, or the Dragon Punch. I believe they officially refer to it as the Dragon Punch, but whatever. I'm not going to get it, because I don't care about it. Don't need that health. And plus, I would probably... Son of a bitch. I would probably die at least once or twice trying to get it, so screw it. There we go. I will show you where it is, though. It's a less convoluted, like, method than the Hadouken was in X1. We might have had this conversation when we played X1, Buddy and I. I should look into this, in fact. I want to, like, know when the X1 Hadouken became, like, public knowledge. Because it's, like, super unintuitive. It's really well hidden. So it makes me wonder, like, did people naturally figure that out, or... See, up here is where the Dragon Punch is. I guess I could try to get it once, and if I die, then fuck it. I'll take this bonus life, though. That's for sure. I actually don't remember very well how to do this. Unfortunately, there's not like a crazy awesome weapon in this game that just kills things like the frickin' Storm Tornado does in X1. I'm dead. Alright, fuck it. That's as far as I'm gonna attempt that. But it's really nice that they put that extra life up there in that room, because they knew that, like, this would probably take some people multiple attempts. But after that little section I just died on, there's like a really tight jump you have to make and fly over like a big cavern of spikes, and if you make it through there, I believe with full health, and I suppose you could always use like a sub-tank if you don't, then in the following part there's like a big shaft that you drop down, which eventually leads you, I think that's it right above me, it'll lead you back to the normal part of the stage, but in that shaft there is a like a invisible wall, and there's a little wall that you can slip past. And that's where Dr. Light will be, with the capsule with the Dragon Punch. You can tell that they put like some thought into Aw, man. That guy was gonna wreck my day. Good thing I got through the door. They put some thought into putting the Dragon Punch in this stage, because this boss is actually designed around the Dragon Punch. Because look at freaking Agile just hangs out there top of the ceiling, and he gets super wrecked if you just do the freaking Dragon Punch right now. I actually don't remember what the command is for the Dragon Punch. Is it the same as the Hadouken? I don't remember. I mean, it's not in Street Fighter, but it might be in X2. And I believe the, like, the requirements for it are the same as the Hadouken. I believe you have to have full health. Alright, you're really weak, man. Like, you're a joke. They designed you to get killed by the Dragon Punch. And even if you don't have it, you're still super weak. That's disappointing. So you would think by like right now the threat would be over. We just killed the frickin' 3X Hunters, so why are we still going? Well, it wouldn't be a Mega Man game if we didn't do a boss rush. Also, really nice little throwback here. This is the paying homage to the lead to the Sigma fight in X1. Come through this capsule, and got a room full of capsules. This is where you'll find your 8 Mavericks to be refought. So who's first? Morph Moth. Yeah, he does not like this. I like that they gave him like cartoony damage animation for being set on fire. Slow down. Alright, let's do a charge shot here. We'll have plenty of time to drop this on him. Gotcha. Didn't take too much damage either. This like boss rush room, not very forgiving when it comes to granting you health after fights. You just get 4 of the tiny capsules. Not supposed to hold you over, so let's go pick 1 or 2 of them up. There we go. Sonic Slicer. Oh, darn it. This is a weird feel. Not used to really fighting him with this thing. He's doing a lot of damage. He's putting up way better of a fight than Morph Moth did. Like, I'm not gonna get back to full after this fight, unfortunately. Please don't hit me. One more. Check it out. Yeah, watch him split in half. It's so cool. It's a nice touch. There isn't as much of that in this game as like X1. Because like X1, the boomerang cutter could do all kinds of stuff. I don't know if any other bosses have like special things like that. I'll pick all 4 of them up this time. I have to do better in this next fight so I can try to get back to full. Bubble Crab. Probably not going to happen with this fight. He can do a lot of damage. I don't remember, were there spikes on the ceiling of his original boss room? I don't think there were. Standing too close. Screwing this fight up big time. Well, I won. Better luck next time. Try to be a little bit more efficient. Plus, I still gotta do like Flame Stag, and Flame Stag's super easy. Here he is, speak of the devil. I missed. We will never get to see Flame Stag's actual offense. I honestly have a hard time remembering what it looks like. It's kind of like, does anyone know how Spark Mandrill actually fights? Do you really remember? It's beginning to be overwritten in my own memory, replaced by useless things in other games. Did you see the cool rock pose that you singing into the mic? Yeah, you did. And it was awesome. What do you think he's singing? I feel like Flame Stag's into like Bon Jovi, but not like prime Bon Jovi, but past prime Bon Jovi. Like, It's My Life Bon Jovi. Oh, it's my life. It's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live while I fight Magna Centipede. It's X2. No, it's really satisfying when you get to pop him in the face like that. You gonna hit me this round? Probably not. Not at the rate you're going. Ooh, almost got me. Too slow. You're done. And 2 in a row that I ace. How about that? Who we got? Crystal Snail. Gonna knock your shell around again, buddy. Unfortunately, I don't think you get like time stop powers with him. Actually, I don't remember what his charge weapon does. Maybe it is something like that. Want to test it out after this fight? We can. We can do that. Let me know what you think in the chat, even though this is like super not a live video. Oh, darn it. I took out like over a third of his health in that round. But now he's used the world. I feel like this entire boss fight was designed like based on someone on the team was like screwing around and was like, look at this cool special effect I can do, and then someone was like, make a boss around that. Because it's not really a fun fight, to be honest. Thankfully the Magna Centipede weapon makes it tolerable, go by fast enough. He's super beatable with the X-Buster. I've done it many times. It's a bit more arduous. You become very reliant on hitting him with charge shots. There we go. I believe Crystal Snail's weapon works on Overdrive Ostrich. But not when you do it during that little animation. I guess I kind of get why Overdrive Ostrich doesn't like this weapon, because he's all about speed. Crystal Snail slows things down. I suppose that's kind of the point they're going for. Just gonna keep going uphill. Aww. Oh, you landed on me. I was like, hey, I avoided the attack. Oh, and he landed on me. You're done. Look at that charge attack. It's Crystal Snail's weapon here. I really don't remember what it is. It must not have a very good practical application. Let's look at it. Oh, it is a time stop thing. Cool. I can't think about what this would be used for, especially because it kind of affects me too. That's a really shitty charge weapon. Especially because what makes Mega Man X games so fun is that they're fast. Why would I want to slow myself down? Oh yeah, I'm still not going to fight you with the silk chain, because that would take too long. So you can pop him with a little basic attack there at the beginning. So Will Gator, one enemy in the game, easier with the X-Buster confirmed. Did a lot of damage on that round. Not nearly as tight of a jump. He's landing hits on me now. It's okay, my defense is really high. Oh, that's right. I have to do the big charge attack now. I forgot he could shoot little pellets at you. It's super out of place for him. That's a really random attack for him to have. Because he's all about like... Well, his attacks are really kind of edgy. That's not the right word. I don't know how to describe them, but a lot of cutting attacks and whatnot. So him shoot like little basic pellets at you out of nowhere is weird. Sigma! I don't... What? I can't believe it. Sigma's alive. Seems that the X-Hunters have failed, but don't worry. I have arranged for some new toys for you to play with. That sounded really dirty, Sigma. I can't believe Sigma's back. This better not become a recurring theme, Sigma, where you just keep coming back all the time. So you can pick this little X-Hunter spot right here and go to the final stage to fight Sigma, which is not actually there at the North Pole. Like, I don't know why it's highlighting the North Pole, because it's not there. Because the other way you can get to it is by going to Magna Centipede's stage, because this is the last stage. See, I told you Magna Centipede's space was like kind of important. I don't know, check it out. This is the song from the beginning of the game. It's the intro stage song. Or is it? Yeah, I think it is. Was this the song in his regular stage too? I can't remember. But anyway, this doubles as the final stage. And no, we don't have to go through the entire thing again. Who cares about this stuff? I'll take those hits. I'm sure one of these purple crates will give me health back, hopefully. No, it's not that one. Let me check this one right here. Give me health. What the hell? These things are usually very generous. There we go. So here's the moment where what you do in the game can actually lead to a different outcome. If you fail to get all Zero's parts back, then the following scene will be different. Oh, there's the man of the hour. What? Zero? You look so much edgier. You look like the version of Zero I would draw on my frickin' middle school notebook. My friend here has a small problem with you. It seems that you let him die, and he's not too happy about that. Now I think it is time that he repays the favor. But that's not the real Zero. That's the real Zero. Sigma, you should have studied the blueprints closer. There's only one Zero. Zero? I know your secret. You were destined to follow me. Fuck off, Sigma. That's not even true. Maybe so. but I still don't like you. Burn. Fucking muted on Twitter. Fine, if you will not follow me, then I will watch you die. Once again, good old SNES text. 0! Sorry to keep you waiting, X. Why would he call him Mega Man X? Like, that's so out of place. I really doubt that in the Japanese version he said Rockman X. Maybe he did, I don't know. Greetings will have to wait. We've got to defeat all the Mavericks, including Sigma. I already did that part, 0. You're kind of late. I'll take out the main computer, and you follow Sigma. Let's go! Here it is, X. Sigma lies just ahead. Now, how he knows that, I don't know. Considering Sigma did not go down, he went up. Okay, so if you fail to get all of Zero's parts back, then you actually, like, Sigma actually does have the real Zero. And you get to fight Zero, which is arguably cooler than getting his parts back. You get to frickin' fight Zero, and it's awesome. It's a great boss fight. That's super cool, but I don't think it's canon. I believe the canon path is that X and Zero do not fight in X2. Alright, let's go. This is it. This is the Sigma fight. It's the end of the game. This is one of my favorite Sigma fights, too. It's very cool. Not too hard, not too easy, not too long. You are merely a bothersome insect, Mega Man X. It is about time that I crush you beneath my heel. I can't remember if he has a weakness during this form. Maybe he does. I like fighting him with the X-Buster, though. Like, this, like, first form of Sigma is way more fun than the one from X1. Granted, he's a little bit easier. He takes way more damage than the original Sigma did. But the original Sigma fight's just, like, arduous. You're just sliding off of walls the entire time, looking for the one opportunity to do, like, one peg of damage to him or whatever. Get him with a, like, lone charge shot. Whereas here, this feels like a freaking fight. This feels, like, strategic. I believe he's referred to as Neo Sigma as well. Popped him right in his head. Alright, looks like we should hopefully... Well, I do have 4 sub-tanks, so I'm gonna beat the game now. Because I will use those sub-tanks if I have to. Did I use the sub-tank in X1? I think I did. I might have used 2. Okay, so I believe it's... Is it the silk chain? I think I buried the silk chain earlier in the playthrough and I was like, no, it's not the silk chain. What is it? Is it the silk shot? Why don't I remember what it is? So yeah, damn it, he drops enemies into the fight, and that could actually be a good thing because they will occasionally drop health. I feel like it's the silk chain. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's the silk chain. This is a really, like, tedious way of doing it, but I didn't trust myself to get back to the X-Buster quick enough. There we go. I want to kill that bird. And I missed it. Oh well. How far away is it? I mean, it has to be, like, almost directly in the middle, too. Thank you. We'll take that little bit of health. I'm not very good at using the silk chain. But yeah, this thing is fucking him up. This is a lot faster than using the X-Buster. Yeah, give me that little bit of health. Aw, yeah. I'm gonna get hit. Oh well. I need to get rid of this stupid rhino without using the silk chain. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's use the silk chain, because now the fight's pretty much over. And I just beat the game. This is techno beat. Bum 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 bum. Special Capcom effects chip. Mega Man X, I have lost to you again. This shouldn't become a recurring theme, but maybe it will. Each defeat only makes me stronger and serves to bring you closer to your ultimate doom. But something is not right. I don't quite understand. Why did Zero? He is last of the Doctor's creations. Urgh. What does he mean? Last of the Doctor's creations? Oh my god, it could be anything. Run, X! Enjoy this perfectly Super Nintendo era game ending. Oh, hey, what's up? I was just waiting here for you. As they look out at a romantic sunset, joined by his friend Zero, Mega Man X gazes out over the sea. Sigma has once again been destroyed, but X wonders if the fighting will truly end. Was Dr. Light's dream of a world in which Reploids and humans live together and peace merely a dream? The price of peace is often high, X thinks to himself. Who or what must be sacrificed for it to become reality? And when the time comes, will he be able to do it? The future holds the answers, or... No, it does hold the answers. There's 6 more games after this. Oh yeah, now show me that Mega Man X style credits where we get to see all the robots and whatnot. Featuring cannon drivers, Scriver, Bar Wayne, Scrambler, Slildame, Mecha Arm, Gigantic Mechanoid, Crockhopper, Weather Crystal, Soul Solar L, and Soul Solar M, Probe 8201 U-Type, Sky Farmer, Rytod's... okay, this is too much. Old Robot. I like Old Robot. Beatron, Parite Last Star, Morgun, Blecker, Perrier Attacker Installer, Chop Register, Raider Killer, Crash Rotor, Road Riders, Ride Chaser, Baton Bone Type G, Fishern, Sea Cantler, Jelly Seeker, Tubamail S, Tubamail Generator, Tyrannos, switch type elevator, disc bay 08. Akalanda, ride Lloyd G, ride armor, reflexor, magnacord, safer moon R. Alright, now we got our bosses. I don't know what the RP stands for. It's general stats. They're freaking how good they are. Although I would have preferred them to put pictures of the Mavericks at least on screen. I think X1 did that. So yeah, this is the first Mega Man X game where they're like, there's a bigger plot, even though no one cares about the plot in these Mega Man X games. I do, because I love them. I grew up on them. They built a really intriguing world, I suppose you could say. This is the first game where they're like, who made Zero? Spoiler, it's Dr. Wily. Aw yeah, and me, it's Mega Man X. Who knows how strong or fast I am? No one knows, that's who. Aw yeah. Funny, we don't get like actual credits. We don't get like actual people. Oh well. I believe if you go through the path in which you end up fighting Zero, then the black Zero is the one that dashes in during the scene, so we got the quote-unquote good ending, as though it really matters. Is this one of the games where it doesn't go back to the title screen? It doesn't appear that it does. Good old era of video games in which they expect you to just turn the system off at this moment. So I guess we're done. So X3 will be coming sometime in the hopefully not too distant future. I feel motivated to play Mega Man X games. So that's why I ended up playing this one. And I'll get through the somewhat slog that is X3 before getting to the PlayStation era, where hopefully I can get back on track into showing some skills like I did during X1. Alright, see you guys around.